Hi people, it's me, Anja. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. Before I really get into this video, there are two things that I'd like to address. First of all, in case you're wondering, I'm currently at home for Easter, in case you're wondering where I am. Second of all, this video was made in order to motivate myself because honestly, February and March weren't the best reading months when it came to quality and quantity. So I'm hoping that this video will motivate myself to have a better reading month for April. So here we are. One thing that motivates me is talking about stuff that I'm looking forward to. So yeah, here we are. The first book on this list is called It Goes Like This. This story is a YA contemporary and it comes out the 18th of May, and I am so excited for this book because it talks about 4 queer teens who take a risk taking a repeat on heartbreak, and honestly I'm not really sure what that means, but you had me at 4 queer teens. This book sounds like it's going to be absolutely so good. Like I said, it comes out the 18th of May, and I am so excited because I love it. I love having an all-queer cast because typically when I'm reading a book that has a queer main character, typically they're the only one in the cast who is queer, or typically it's only them and their love interest, you know what I mean? So I'm really excited for this book to talk about queerness. You know, like I'm so excited for this book, and also the cover is so pretty. This cover is so gorgeous. I love YA contemporaries. I love real YA contemporaries. This book is going to be so good. I realize that the synopsis that I gave is very vague, but honestly, I don't really need more details than that. So yeah, like I said, the 18th of May, and I'm so excited. The next book on this list is called The Love Song of Ivy K. Harlowe, written by Hannah Moskowitz, who's the same author of Sick Kids in Love, which was one of my favorite books of 2020. So I'm so excited for this book. It comes out the 1st of June. It's another YA contemporary with disability representation, and also it has an all-queer cast. We love to see it. And it follows this young girl named Andy, who's pining for her secret crush, who's also her best friend. This story sounds so good. It just sounds so good. We love to see it. We love to see sapphic representation. We love to see disability representation, and we love to see an all-queer cast. Like I mentioned earlier, I am so excited for the future of queer books. Like, you know, on my channel I talk about queer books a lot because we love to see that type of representation and that type of diversity. You know what I mean? Like, we love to see it. I know I also say we love to see it a lot on my channel just because I truly believe in that. But anyway, the point is, I am so excited for this book. Not only does it have queer representation, which, like I said before, we love to see it, but it also has disability representation, which is so rare to find, which is also so annoying that it's rare to find, because as a disabled person myself, it's so annoying that there's so little disability representation when it comes to YA. So I'm so excited for this book. Sick Kids in Love was one of my favorite books of 2020. So I'm sure that this author will talk about disability rep with such sensitivity and such like good rep. You know what I mean? I think this story will be absolutely so good. So with that, I'm really excited for it. Like I mentioned before, it comes out the 1st of June. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. The next book on this list is called When Night Breaks. This story comes out the 24th of August, and this is the sequel to Where Dreams Descend, which was absolutely so good. This book is YA fantasy, and like I said, it's the conclusion to this duology, which means that everything is going to wrap up in this book. And I have no idea how this author is going to do it. I loved Where Dreams Descend so much, and it's so underrated, and it's absolutely so good. I really enjoyed the world building, the plot, the characterization, and I'm so excited to see that again in this sequel. I'm hoping that this author will raise the stakes and also just add new things. Like, I have such high hopes for this sequel, and I completely trust the author that she's going to do that. I have such high expectations for this book, and I'm so excited to just be swept away into this little adventure. I'm so excited for the world building. The world and the setting is probably one of my favorite aspects from Whale Dreams Descend, so I'm so excited to dive right back into it, especially with the cliffhanger ending that Whale Dreams Descend has. I'm so excited to see what will happen next in this sequel, and I'm just so excited. So like I said, it comes out the 24th of August, and I am so excited. I bet that this duology will be on my part 3 of my favorite underrated duologies when I do a part 3 later this year probably. But anyway, like I said, I am so excited for this book because I know that it's going to be absolutely so incredible because the first book was so good. So I have really high expectations, and I trust that the author is going to live up to those expectations. The next book on this list is an eagerly anticipated sequel for me, but also for so many other people, and it is The Bronze Beast, written by Roshani Chokshi, for those who don't know. This is the YA fantasy conclusion to the Gilded Wolves trilogy, and I am so excited to see what will happen next, because frankly, I have no idea. Like I said, this book comes out the 21st of September, and I'm so excited. This book is YA fantasy. Technically, I suppose it's YA historical fantasy, but at any rate, I am so excited. This author is so talented when it comes to world building and plot development and character development and romance and representation. This story is so well done. I absolutely love it. This trilogy has been absolutely so good, and it's absolutely worth its hype and so much more because it's absolutely so good. Gilded Wolves TV show adaptation when? This book is so good, and I'm so excited to see what will happen next in The Bronze Beast, because The Silvered Serpents, the previous book in this series, left off on such a great cliffhanger, and frankly, I have no idea what's going to happen next, and I'm so excited to see what will happen next, because I know that this author is going to break my heart and stomp on it, and I'm so excited. Her writing is so lyrical and so wonderful and so lovely and just so absolutely thrilling. You know what I mean? Like, I am so excited for the sequel because I know that it's going to be absolutely incredible, because every single book in this trilogy has been absolutely so good. So with that said, keep your eyes out for the 21st of April. And if you haven't read the first 2 books in this trilogy, I highly recommend it. The next book on this list comes out the 28th of September, and it is Steelstriker, written by Miel. This is a sequel to Skyhunter, which I really enjoyed last year, and like previous books on this list, this book is the conclusion to this duology, and I'm so excited. First of all, this cover is so pretty, and I really prefer this cover to Skyhunter just because I really enjoy the pink, orange, and yellow color scheme. Second of all, I know that the sequel is going to be absolutely amazing because Miel is such a wonderful author, and she does such a great job just bringing you onto this awesome, thrilling ride with such well-developed characters, with such a well-developed world and setting and plot. And like I said, Skyhunter was so good. So I have such high expectations for this one because I know that it's going to be absolutely so good. Miel is truly one of my favorite authors, and for good reason, because her books are so good. Her books definitely deserve all the hype and so much more. This book is going to be absolutely so good. I know it because Skyhunter was so good, so I have really high expectations for this one. So like I said, it comes out the 20th of September, so keep your eyes peeled, and please read Skyhunter if you haven't already. The next book on this list is called Dragonblood Ring. This story is a YA fantasy contemporary, and it comes out the 5th of October, and it's the sequel to Blazewrath games, which I really enjoyed last year. This book has dragons in it, and honestly, what more could you ask for? There needs to be more books with dragon representation. This story is going to be so good. I have such high expectations for the sequel because the first book was absolutely so good. It was such a great surprise. I didn't really know what to expect, since I'm pretty sure that Blazewrath game is the author's debut book. And honestly, it didn't read as a debut book. Like, it was absolutely so good. So I have such high expectations for this one. I'm so excited to dive back into this world with these dragons, with the action-packed, fast-paced plot, with the world building, with the setting, with the well-developed characters. Like, I'm so excited. I think the sequel is going to be absolutely so good. I have such high expectations, and I completely trust that the author is going to live up to those expectations, because her first book was so good. So I'm expecting this book to be also so good, but also like better. You know what I mean? So with that, I'm so excited for this book. Like I said, it comes out the 5th of October. So yeah, here we are. The last book on this list, but certainly not the least, is called All of Us Villains, written by Foody and Lynn Herman. This story is YA fantasy, and it comes out the 9th of November. And it's advertised as the queer Hunger Games. Like I said at the beginning of this book, I love to see more queer representation, and I love to see it. This book is going to be absolutely so good. If you didn't know, Foody is one of my favorite authors. I love her books so much. I love the Shadow Game trilogy. I just read The Accidental Apprentice, and it was absolutely so good. Daughter of the Burning City is so good. Lynn Herman is the author of the Devouring Blade duology, which I absolutely really enjoyed last year. So I have such high expectations for them to co-author this book. It's going to be absolutely so good. I'm so excited for the world building, the setting, the plot, the characters. Like, I think this book is going to be absolutely so good. And honestly, queer Hunger Games, like, I have no idea what to expect with that. You know what I mean? Like, I think this book is absolutely going to be so good. Like I said, it comes out the 9th of November. If you haven't read anything before by Amanda or Christine, I would highly recommend it, because their books are so good. So I think that this book, with them both writing it, is also going to be so good. So with that, this book comes out the 9th of November, and like I said, I am so excited for it. I'm so excited for the queer representation, the world building, the set, the plot, the characterization. I'm sure that this book is going to be absolutely so good. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. So in conclusion, I'm very excited for all of these books, because I think that they will be great stories with great representation and plot and characters and setting. And so with that, I will leave all of these books and the corresponding release dates in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the pink flower emoji. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.